Education is not preparation for life, but is life itself, said John Dewey. Yet in our society today, many schools, especially in rural and low-income areas, have poor funding. Doesn't this immediately give students a poorer chance in life? My name is Katrina Eisner, and I went to a rural school with poor funding. I've seen the effects every day that this poor funding had on students and teachers. And that is why I care so much about this issue. First, I care about the teachers. Many teachers are unwilling to work in these conditions because of the salary gap that low-income schools have. This either leads to unqualified teachers being hired, or teachers who are qualified ending up having to find different jobs because they are unable to support themselves in these job positions. These issues are often addressed in an article by Nilka Avis on the IDR website, which is for low-income families. Along with the impact of funding comes job security for these new teachers in these schools. With funding cuts and 100 possible positions lost in 2016, in just one Twin Cities Pioneer article, these teachers must worry about losing their jobs in these schools. Teachers often worry about losing their jobs, especially in small schools, if they don't hold tenure. With poor or improper teaching, it leads to impacts on students who already feel impacts in other ways. Students have fewer options and feel this impact every day. One Minnesota parent was quoted saying, "I had such wonderful opportunities in high school. I didn't realize what all my children were missing because of poor funding." And with poor funding comes less opportunity for advances in technology. One Minnesota State Senator, Sean Nenow, said, "I'm hearing tonight how our districts compete globally and how our students are trying to get into the 21st century with 19th century funding." He said this in a Nisante County News web article. Now think about the perspective. If he sees from the outside that we are missing funding and that we need more funding to be able to keep up in this century, imagine how students are feeling each day. These students would rather be focusing on their schooling and how well they are doing instead of how well their school needs funding and how much they lack every day. In conclusion, many teachers feel these impacts, no matter whether they are qualified or unqualified. With funding cuts, there's always impacts on both the students and the teachers. The students feel the impacts each and every day with what they can and can't do compared to other schools. So, rural and low-income schools feel the impact of low-income, I messed up. Okay. Rural and low-income schools with poor funding feel the impacts a lot more than others, and that is why I care so much.